Have you ever felt a chill run down your spine in an empty room? Or seen something out of the corner of your eye, only for it to vanish when you turn to look? These are the moments that tap into a primal fear, the fear of the unknown, the fear of the supernatural. It's a realm where the rules of our world don't apply, where ghosts, demons, and things that go bump in the night are not just stories, but terrifying realities. Supernatural horror isn't just about jump scares. It's about a slow, creeping dread that seeps into your bones. It's the story of a family moving into their dream home, only to discover it's already occupied by a malevolent spirit that wants them out. It's the tale of a cursed object, an antique mirror, or a dusty old book that brings misfortune and terror to anyone who possesses it. The horror comes from the realization that we are powerless against forces we can't see, can't touch, and can't possibly understand. Think about some of the most iconic stories. A possessed child, a haunted hotel, a vengeful spirit tied to a specific location. What makes these so effective? It's the violation of our safe spaces. Our homes are supposed to be our sanctuaries, our children the symbols of innocence. When these are corrupted by an unseen evil, it shakes us to our core. The very air can feel heavy, charged with a negative energy. Doors slam shut on their own, whispers echo in silent hallways, and objects move without explanation. It's psychological warfare, waged by an entity from beyond the grave. One of the most terrifying aspects of supernatural horror is the ambiguity. Is it real, or is it all in the character's mind? This question keeps us hooked. We watch as a protagonist's sanity is pushed to the brink. Their friends and family think they're losing it, but we, the audience, see the ghostly apparitions and witness the paranormal events. We become their sole confidant in a world that refuses to believe them. This isolation is a powerful tool for horror. The feeling of being alone against an unimaginable threat is a nightmare in itself. Let's talk about the different kinds of supernatural entities. You have your classic ghosts, spirits of the deceased who linger in our world, often due to a tragic past or unfinished business. Some are benevolent, simply wanting to communicate a message. But others are malevolent, filled with rage and a desire to inflict the same pain they experienced in life. They can be tied to a place, like a house or a graveyard, or they can attach themselves to a person, following them like a shadow. Then you have demons. These aren't just spirits of the dead. They are entities that were never human to begin with. Their motivations are often far more sinister: to possess, to corrupt, and to drag souls into darkness. Exorcism stories tap into this deep-seated fear of losing control of our own bodies, of having our will overwritten by a purely evil force. The struggle isn't just physical. It's a battle for the soul. Curses are another staple of the genre. An ancient wrong that ripples through generations. A forbidden tomb that unleashes a plague, or a simple spoken word that seals a person's doom. Curses represent a kind of cosmic injustice. You might not have done anything wrong yourself, but you're caught in a web of supernatural consequence that you can't escape. The horror lies in the inevitability, the sense that your fate is sealed no matter what you do. The settings in these stories are almost characters themselves. The old, decaying Victorian mansion with a dark history. The isolated cabin deep in the woods, miles from any help. The modern suburban home built on an ancient burial ground. These places feel wrong. They have a presence, an atmosphere thick with dread. The architecture itself, long, dark corridors, hidden rooms, creepy attics, is designed to make us feel trapped and vulnerable. Sound is also crucial. A child's laughter when no children are around. The slow creak of a floorboard overhead. The distorted static from a television set. These sounds play on our senses and our imagination, suggesting a presence without ever showing it. What we can't see is often far scarier than what we can. Our minds fill in the blanks, and what we conjure up is often more terrifying than any special effect. So why are we so drawn to these stories? Why do we love to be scared? Perhaps it's a way of confronting our own mortality in a safe environment. We can experience the terror of a haunting from the comfort of our couch. It's a thrill, an adrenaline rush. But maybe it's something deeper. These stories explore profound questions about life, death, and what lies beyond. They tap into a collective human curiosity about the afterlife and the existence of a spiritual realm. In a world that's increasingly explained by science, supernatural horror reminds us that there are still mysteries out there. It suggests that there's more to reality than what we can perceive with our five senses. It's the chilling possibility that when we turn out the lights tonight, we might not be entirely alone. The shadows might be watching, and the whisper you hear on the wind might just be calling your name. Think about your own experiences. Have you ever had a moment you just couldn't explain? A strange coincidence, a feeling of being watched, a dream that felt a little too real. These are the seeds of supernatural horror planted in our own lives. These stories take those seeds and let them grow into towering nightmares. They remind us to have a little respect for the dark, for the quiet places, and for the stories of those who came before us. Because you never know what might be listening. Thanks for joining me on this dive into the darkness. If you enjoyed this, be sure to like, subscribe, and maybe leave a light on tonight. Sleep tight.